West, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Washington Huskies and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Throwing more. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
He's got the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Moore with the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Hooks. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Running inside. It's Davison. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Dante Moore. Stepping to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful opening drive. Really nice tempo, phenomenal execution, whether it's been...
And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Deep in the end zone, it's Washington. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. It's Davison. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently,
snagged it, and there's running room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Trying to squeak through the pile. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down, more. Myers on the move. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Making the adjustment. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Laterals it back. Out wide right, it's Danzy. Open spaces. Running inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Through the raindrops, the ball just squirted right through him. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking for room. It's Hill. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Give to the back. He's got enough. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
From the gun, it's Davison. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Right side, it's Moore. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Ran through the contact. He now has 56 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They put the brakes on him. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Making the adjustment on the play. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. To the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. That's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. From deep, it's Washington. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Williams on the play fake. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Caught by Williams on the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here's Moore to throw. Here comes the heat. It's caught. There he goes. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Moore will throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the right. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing, Williams. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Williams will pass. Rushes on. Out wide right, it's Moss. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Syracuse Orange. And it's the home team engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Just feeds the running back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Fourth down, Williams. And they get him down short of the first down marker.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Hits inside. It's Davison. Fighting off the defender. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
On the run, it's Hill. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get it in. Touchdown Ducks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the 2nd half, you drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Husky's offense out there and ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Williams. They're all over him. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Unloads it left. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Right side, it's Hill. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's changing the play. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force feed.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and 19 on the season. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he tags on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Washington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll leave it with the lone back. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Williams. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
From the gun, the running back has it. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Out wide right, it's Stewart. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The run inside. It's Davison. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40.
Here we go, ready. Hey, take it. Ready, go.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Breaks into the open. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
22-90 bouncing. 22-90 bouncing. Jack, 28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, David.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And guys, he just didn't get outside the tackle box. You can't throw it away like that. 2nd and long after the grounding call. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's Williams to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Going to the run, it's Davison. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Pollard.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
On the direct snap, it's Davison. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Timeout called by the Huskies, that's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Into the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
The handoff. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
3rd and short, they got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Throwing, Williams. He wants a big play here late. Complete downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Williams looking for a man. Under pressure. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.